Hello guys, this is Randoggy and this is one of my early games in the new AOV patch that has come to our servers recently. So right now I am Master 4 or Master 3 in this game. So today I will show you, is Eland'orr still viable in this current patch because he got nerfed pretty hard. I would say yes, even though his damage output that is not as crazy as before. As you can see, his marks doesn't crit anymore, and but its base damage got increased, and the stun of the ultimate got reduced. But one of the redeeming qualities of this balance to Eland'orr is his first skill, which allows him to stay longer away from the lamp, which is 3 seconds before, but now you can stay away in 4 seconds before you have to go out, or the soul lamp will disappear. So I would say his damage is pretty high. As you can see, even though his damage got nerfed, I'm still clearing the jungle pretty fast. As you can see, we almost finished the jungle in about 1 minute 20 seconds. So now I will show you how to use Eland'orr. I would say Eland'orr is one of the top marksman in the current meta, but because he got nerfed, some I think it gives way to other marksmans like Fennec. I would say Fennec is one of the most consistent marksman right now. I think he's tied with Eland'orr because they are very good at kiting and outplaying enemies with their kit. But now Fennec doesn't get nerfed and Eland'orr got nerfed, so I would say they are pretty much tied right now. So I will show you how to use Eland'orr. To be honest, I have more insane gameplays of Eland'orr, but unfortunately, picking Eland'orr in rank is kinda hard, and most of my games I didn't expect that I will do well, then I forgot to record. Feels bad, man. So as you can see, when Eland'orr goes away from the lamp, whenever he uses a skill, his base attack time will be reduced and his movement speed will increase. So now we're getting camps, but unfortunately the Capheny takes it because she used her first skill. Eland'orr's first skill will make him move forward and will activate his passive, which will make him attack fast. And his second skill, as you can see, the second skill is, yeah, I will use it right there. It will summon the Soul Ram to attack the enemies around Eland'orr, and it will move in a circle. So you can use that to your advantage. And as you can see, I use the ultimate to push the Murad, so it will chain CC with the Alain second skill. Then we killed him. Then I use the second skill to chase the Zata. Then I dash with the first skill, and when the Lumber ult is about to hit me, I use the first skill again to go back to the Soul Lamp. That is how you play Eland'orr, knowing where you place your Soul Lamp, so you can reposition yourself for your next attacks. So now I'm going back to the blue buff. To be honest, we're doing quite fine because even though the enemy is leading in kills, we got a kill on the Murad, and which means it's basically double buff for us. And as you can see, even after the nerf, Eland'orr's jungle clear is still pretty high, even though the damage in the fights is pretty noticeable. The damage changed because the marks doesn't crit anymore. So now we're going to the bottom lane because no one wants to defend the lane. So I go there to clear the wave. And we're getting the mini dragon. So also, Eland'orr's base attack time gets lower when he goes away from the soul lamp, but when he goes back to the soul lamp, that modifier on his attack, the base attack time reduction and the movement speed increase will also apply, which means you have to sneak in auto attacks between casting of skills. Honestly, they are forcing the mid game, which is pretty hard because we don't have that much power to defend. I would say if the Marok would use ultimate on the tower, maybe we can fight them, but since we cannot fight them, it's just better to leave the tower for good, even though losing the mid tower is not good. So now I just poke the Amiga a little bit, then to go back to the soul lamp. Realm is trying to fight the Amigi, but the Amigi retreats to the tower. So now we're dealing some damage to the Amigi, but the Amigi is very tanky because of the ultimate, and unfortunately, even though we killed the Amigi, we died as well. Feels bad, man. If our enhanced restore is ready, maybe we will survive that for sure. Oh, we fuck up that dash. Yeah, anyway, if you guys want to see a review about the latest patch in Indonesia AOV, because there is a new patch in AOV right now in the Indonesian servers. If you want me to analyze that patch, let me know in the comments below, because the patch has already come to our servers and some heroes got buffed big time, like Azenka, and some got nerfed pretty hard. One of the example is Eland'orr, like I am mentioning in this game. But in my opinion, Eland'orr is still very good. He's just not that good like before.
Your team has destroyed a tower. Enemy ultimate.
I don't want to upload games that are very stumpy because I would say they're quite boring. Now we kill the Zata, very nice. I want to upload games that are pretty back and forth. As you can see, we are having a rough time because the Capheny in this game is so fed. You will see how fed she is. Yeah, she has almost 6k gold right now, and we only have 5.3, which is, I would say, we're still doing pretty fine in terms of gold, even though our team is pretty much behind. We are still catching up with the Capheny, even though we shouldn't get the Capheny get more gold because she will basically one-shot us in the late game. So now we're just saving money for our bow of slaughter because we really need the bow of slaughter to fight the Capheny. Maybe if we have bow of slaughter, I think we can beat Capheny 1-on-1. That's actually a very nice push by the Azenka. It forced the Murad to go back. It's actually nice, which means that they are basically outnumbered in this fight. So now we killed the Lumber and the Amiri, but they killed our Alain, which is not that good. Honestly, yeah, the Capheny activated her sprint, but if she doesn't have the sprint, we will kill her for sure. So now the Murad got is pretty much overextended in that fight. Yeah, and we basically got one shot by the Capheny. As you can see, she's so fed right now. She has 7.4. We got 6.9 noise. To be honest, their Murad is not doing good, but their Capheny is so fed. It's just so hard. And the Alien got the tower, which is nice. Honestly, I don't know how the Capheny managed to get that fat. I mean, our Abyssal lane is not weak. We got Ryoma and Mario, but I don't know. No. So current, speaking of the latest patch, Kira got buffed, Florentino got buffed. We got the kill on the Zata, it's nice. So now we have to go back because they're pretty much collapsing onto us. Honestly, it's a pretty bad fight for us because I just feel we don't deal that much damage, or maybe our positioning is quite wrong. But as you can see, we tried to escape, but we got one-shotted by the Capheny again. As you can see, 2.5 crit to the face. So now we're just clearing the minion wave. Honestly, we did pretty well there. We dodged the Lumber ultimate. We prevent them from pushing the mid tower. Now we're defending the bottom lane. Honestly, even though we did some mistakes, our wave management is fine, and so I have to go back because the Capheny is going to town. So honestly, I throw my ultimate there because I would use it as an escape tool just in case things will go bad. But honestly, even though we got nuked by the Zata pretty hard, because we have both slaughter, we are able to sustain and outlast the Zata, which basically means he doesn't have that much skills anymore. So basically, we can just right click him to death for free. So now we're just... Honestly, we did pretty well right there. As soon as the Murad goes on to us, we push him and auto attack him. Then we go to the soul ramp and attack him again, which makes him retreat. Honestly, even if he decides to fight, I can take those guys 1v2 because I'm so fed right now, even though I'm not as fed as the Capheny. So now, also one thing you can do when you're jungling in Eland'orr is decide where you go, then use your S2 to reposition yourself to the direction you want to go. So we got a kill on the Lumber, but this is pretty much a very bad fight for us. Honestly, that was a good S1 by Azenka, knocking the Capheny up. So now we're just healing because I don't want to go back to the base. I mean, my teammates can hold them off, I think, and I should focus more on pressuring the waves, as you can see I'm doing right now. So now I have to go back. At least there's still a wave pushing on the top tower, right? So that's actually very nice in the Ryoma getting the kill on the Capheny. So we get the kill on the Zata for free. We get a kill on the Murad for free. Honestly, I didn't do much in that fight. I would say that's not kill steal. I'd say it's kill secured. So we got hit by the Lumber ultimate, but as soon as the Amelie approached, approaches to us, we go back to the soul ramp, then we kite him with our S2, and we push him with our ultimate and finish him off by our auto attacks, which in my opinion we deal a lot of damage right now. So now we just baited the Lumber ultimate, then we go back. Honestly, we can't fight this anymore, so I decided to go back, and we're just getting this red buff. So now we're getting the enrage buff, because enrage and Eland'orr is pretty much insane. It's pretty insane because with all the outplays you can do with Eland'orr, and in combination with Bow of Slaughter, Blade of Eternity, and I would say this Dark Blessing buff, we're pretty much unkillable right now. We're the alpha male, we're the Chad. What am I talking? So we're just waiting for them to collapse onto us. So I just poke damage a little bit, then go back. So I dashed in, I dashed away, then I use my Bow of Slaughter, I reposition with my S2 auto attacks, then S1 auto attack, then since I can't reach the Amelie, I use my ultimate as a gap closer, so I can instantly teleport and help my teammates kill the Amelie. Even though we didn't get any kills on that fight, I would say we did pretty well on that. Because we pretty much outplayed the enemy team, and we deal a lot of damage, so we help our enemies finish the fight. So now I would say this game is pretty much over right now. So I hope you guys learned something in this video on how to play Eland'orr. I would say he's pretty viable, right? I would say he's still pretty viable, even though he's not as good as before. If you want me to review the latest AOV patch in the Indonesian servers, let me know in the comments below. And if you have any suggestions on which hero should I use, let me know in the comments below. And please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.